Bonjour, today's practice is all about the conditional and IR verbs. So let's do it. If you are a member, you will have access to the support guide to this lesson. If you do not have the support guide, well, then join my community or check the website out, Alexa Learn French with Alexa, which has all the support guides in the world. Let's have a look at what a conditional is. You might know it, you might think, oh, she's told me already, but repetition does not hurt. So, what is the conditional? The conditional is a mood used to express a wish and hypothesis, I can't say it, an hypothesis, an advice or an action subject to a condition. Can't say the word. So how is it formed? To form the conditional, and I'm going to use here my red pen, to form the conditionnel présent. So we call it conditional present or conditionnel présent. You need to take the stem of the verb in the future tense and add the appropriate endings, which are actually the same as the imperfect endings. That's it. I know, I've lost most of you, haven't I? Okay, let's rewind. Okay. You know, it's when I say it out loud, I realize how hard it must be for you to grasp the concept, okay? Because it's complex. Now, when you want to form the conditional, you've got to think of two things, which makes it harder to conjugate that. You've got to know the endings, the terminaison of that tense, okay? For the conditionnel présent, they just happen to be the same as the imperfect. For je, it is est. For tu, it's est. For il, it's est. For elle, it's est. For on, it's est. For nous, it's ions. For vous, it's iez. For il, it's est. And for elle, it's est. Okay? And there's that same for the imperfect or the conditional. Now, you may ask, but what's the difference then? If they have the terminaison, how can I hear the difference? Well, the difference is in the stem. For example, very quickly, to take finir as an example, because we are concentrating on third group verbs, second group verbs, IR verbs, okay? Finir, as the whole verb infinitive to finish, will be used when conjugating in a conditional. So we would add finir. That's it, le verb, and je finirai. And here we've got a conditional. It just happened that this stem is the same stem as the future tense. So what I mean is that if you know the stem of the future tense, it's exactly the same as the conditional. What will differ between the future and the conditional will be the endings. I know, right? Okay. So, finir, je finirai, I would finish, because that's the conditional. Would is the conditional. But the imperfect will be, the stem will be finis. Okay? And that's the difference. So it would basically be put here. Je finissais. And then suddenly we have the imperfect. So I used to finish. I was finishing. Okay, so the difference between the two, though they have the same endings, is the stem. Okay, again, this is another lesson completely, but knowing the stem, okay, depending on the tense of the verb you want to conjugate is quite important in French, because it will, it's a conversation thing. You know, if you don't use the right stem, I won't understand when the action is happening, quite simply. Okay, so let's have a look at finir in the conditional. So we want to say, I would finish. You would finish. He, she, one would finish. We would finish. You would finish. And they would finish. Quite simply, je finirai. We've used the stem and the ending. Tu finirais. Il finirait. Elle finirait. On finirait. Nous finirions. Vous finiriez, il and elle finirait. Okay. Are we ready to use this into our examples? Now, let's have a look at the first example. Il. And the verb is guérir. And guérir means to get better or to heal. Plus vite s'il prenait ses médicaments. So, he would, because it's a conditional we're doing, he would get better, or he would heal quicker, more quick, can you see that? If, because there is a condition always, and then an imperfect, il prenait, he was taking his medicine. So he would get better quicker if he took his médicament. Okay? How would we say that? He would get better. Like I said, take the whole verb as it is, guérir, and then add the special endings. For il, let's have a look at what it looks like. Here it is, look. It's AIT. So all I'm going to do is add AIT. Il guérirait plus vite s'il prenait ses médicaments. He would heal much faster if he took his medicine. Okay. Do you get that? Okay. So, next one. Si j'étais à sa place, je, and the verb is réfléchir à deux fois. If I were him or if I were in his place, I would reflect or think twice. Deux fois. Twice. How would you say I would think or I would reflect? Again, take the whole verb as it is, okay? Sorry, I'm having some problem. Here we go. Réfléchir. Okay? And because it's je, we need to know what the ending of the conditional is. So let's have a look at the ending. For je, it is AIS. So here we go. AIS. Can you see that? Si j'étais à sa place, je réfléchirais à deux fois. Perfect. Let's have a look at the next one. You can do it on your own, I'm sure now, okay? All you need really is the endings of the conditional. Ces projets, the verb is réussir, and that means to succeed. Si toute l'équipe coopérait. These projects would succeed if the whole team, and that's a team, okay, that's a team of people, yes, a team, yeah, all holding hands, la 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 la. Coopérer, would or were cooperating, as in we're working together. So, how would you say, and this is quite a hard one because of one issue here, is knowing what the subject pronoun is. So, how would you say this project would succeed if the team worked together? So, we know for a fact that the whole verb is kept in a conditional. Okay, so réussir, to succeed. What's the ending of that? Think. If I were to give you the endings here again, which one would you choose? Which one would you choose? So let's have a look at them here. Maybe they are clearer here. Would you choose... Here we go. I'm just removing that. Which one of them would you choose? Yeah? Okay. You've got to think of what is, okay, here we go. What is ces projets? If you replaced ces projets, these projects, by a subject pronoun, is it je? No. Is it tu? No. Is it il? No. It's definitely a plural. Okay? Plural. So it has to be amongst this lot here. Is it oui? No. Is it vous? No. It is il or elle. They. Okay? So you replace ces projets and it becomes they. Okay? So we've got the ending. A-I-E-N-T. Regardless of whether it's feminine or masculine. It's A-I-E-N-T. So here we go. A-I-E-N-T. Ces projets réussiraient si toute l'équipe coopérait. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Réservons un billet de plus au cas où Sophie, choisir is the verb, de venir avec nous. Réservons. Let's reserve or book a ticket. One more. De plus. Plus. Au cas où, in case Sophie would choose to come with us. How would you say would choose? Now we know for a fact we take the whole verb, choisir, but what is the difficulty here is choosing the right ending. Sophie, if you replace Sophie by a subject pronoun, is it je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle? Sophie is a singular person. So it's not going to be we or they, nous, vous, il, elle. Okay? It's tu, il, elle, or je. In this case, Sophie is elle. So what is the ending for elle? Here. Can you see it? A-I-T. So I'm going to write Sophie choisirait. A-I-T. OK? Réservons un billet de plus au cas où Sophie choisirait de venir avec nous. Quite simply. The last one, and there are more in your support guides for you to practice on. Tom et toi ne, and the verb is réagir, sûrement pas plus vite. Okay. Now, we have a negation, ne. The verb is in the middle. Réagir is to react. Tom et toi, notez-moi, c'est des moi, disent nice. Tom et toi ne réagir sûrement pas plus vite. Now, what is? Oh, I've written that in red and I shouldn't because that's going to confuse you. So, réagir. Tom et toi. What pronoun is it? Tom and you. Is it he? No. Is it she? No. Is it I? No, because it's Tom and you. So it is you. So, vous, because it's plural, is Tom et toi. So, vous. Have a look at that. Can you see that? Can you see the ending of vous? I-E-Z. So, réagiriez sûrement pas plus vite. So, Tom and you wouldn't react as quickly. Okay? Certainly not as quickly. Okay? Sûrement means certainly. You can say certainement, by the way. That's absolutely fine too. Okay, that's it for me on the practice of IR verb in the conditional. I know it's quite tough. I mean, hopefully by the end of this practice, you understand a bit more the concept of endings and the concept of replacing the subject by a subject pronoun to know what the endings of the verbs are. That's it for me. There are more examples on the support guide. Au revoir, à bientôt, bisous bisous.